Hello everybody, Heather here. I am sitting here at the time of this recording in Frederick, Maryland. It is the middle of June and I am wearing a sweater because I am cold. Unheard of for June in Maryland if you don't know. Um, anyway, I have been somewhat joking around, that my books have been so happy that I am cracking their spines and reading them once again, visiting with these wonderful books. And I found a book. I'm called to read this book this morning called Birds, Divine Messengers. Transform Your Life with Their Guidance and Wisdom by Andrea Wansbury. So here is the cover of the book, and the reading that I have chosen for you today. I have no idea if it's truth. The author writes beautifully as if it's her truth, and it could be everybody's truth, or maybe not. But there is something that gives me a nudge that says, read this. Is it intuition? There's something to me that says this resonates with me. So let me read it. May or may not resonate with you, but I just thank you for your listening. Because we have forgotten that we are connected to nature, we have forgotten that the divine often speaks to us and guides us through this medium. There are messages in the stars and planets, from crystals and the mineral world, from the animal, bird, and plant kingdom, from dreams, from angels and spirit guides, and from other humans. Many books have been written about crystals, astrology, dreams, flower remedies, and so on. But as far as I know, none exclusively on the spiritual role birds play. Yet birds are very much a part of the intricate network of spiritual teachers found in the natural world. Throughout history, birds have been a source of inspiration in helping humans to understand the physical and spiritual implications of living life on Earth. Birds symbolize the spiritual nature of man by reflecting, among other things, our spiritual aspirations, our intuitive abilities, and our ability to rise above our fears and limitations. In the process, they teach us divine principles. And I'm going to skip now to page 75 and 76 and read to you the section on the symbology of eggs. The physical shell. The essential part of an egg, the yolk, and albumin, is housed and protected by the shell. And the essential part of us, the soul, can be thought of as being housed and protected by the shell of the physical body. The soul is our divine aspect, and our physical body is the temple that houses the divine. We incarnate onto the earth plane for our souls to have the opportunity to evolve and grow through the many experiences life on earth has to offer. But our souls have to inhabit a physical body in order to live in the dense physical plane. And as a result, the physical body becomes the vehicle through which the soul operates and expresses itself. As well as deciding what lessons we would like to learn, the fears we want to master, the gifts and talents we want to use, and the opportunities and experiences we require in this life, we also decide who our parents will be, the ancestral line we are going to be born into, our genetic traits, the geographical location of our birth, and the exact time of our birth, to name a few things that will be the most conducive to help us with learning our life lessons. Once we have chosen our biological parents, we then need to be conceived, and a physical body needs to be created for use by our souls in the coming life. From the moment the sperm meets the egg, our souls energetically link with the fertilized egg. As the gestation period begins, an energetic framework of what our physical bodies will look like is first laid down in the womb, around which our physical bodies are molded. According to Lazarus, the soul takes up residence in the physical body at any time during the pregnancy. Some souls like to enter right at the beginning of gestation, whereas other souls slip in just after birth, just before or after birth. Most souls, however, usually enter around the 7th month period of gestation. Before a soul takes up residence in a physical body, it first has to go through a process whereby it gradually loses conscious recollection of the spirit world. This happens because first of all, the separation from our true home in the spirit world would be too emotionally painful for us. Also, we are given the opportunity to start each new life with fresh eyes so that we are not prejudiced by previous knowledge and inhibitions. If we were to remember everything about the spirit world, including our past lives, plus this life's challenges, not only would we not be able to cope mentally with all the data, but how would we begin to learn anything if we already knew all the answers? But the higher consciousness of our souls, called the higher self, still knows every tiny detail, and we can call on our higher selves for advice and guidance at any time. Thank you for listening, and maybe something to consider. Love you all. Bye.